Hey guys, it's Tim. Time for another daily rift. Something pretty exciting happened this morning. I got online, I wasn't even recording, I'm an idiot, and I've been just going through rifts. I was doing some Torment 5 rifts solo on my Demon Hunter, and guess what dropped? A set chest armor. Now, I've been let down enough, as everyone has, so that now when that drops, I'm not even like, I'm like trying to hold myself down, trying to prevent myself from getting excited about it, because it just leads to disappointment, right? I've been going for the 6-piece bonus, Marauder set piece since Reaper came out, of course, and it's just taken me quite a while to get that 6-piece. Considering that all I've played for the most part is my Demon Hunter. I did take a break for like a week or two with the Witch Doctor and Crusader, but finally the set chest armor dropped. And it was the Marauder's chest. So that is the 6-piece bonus for me. I'm super excited about that. I'm looking forward to streaming tonight for the first time with the 6-piece Marauder bonus. It opens up a whole new set of different builds that I want to try. So I think it's going to be really fun. So here, let's just take a really quick look. The chest actually rolled up pretty well. It had initially rolled with Dexterity, Vitality, Resist All, and Armor. So pretty cool. I re-rolled the armor into 3 sockets, put 3 fat dexterity gems in there, and so that's pretty decent. The weakest part, the other day, or the very first day of the anniversary buff, which is still in effect, by the way, the very first day I got the shoulders from Kadala, and they're like definitely the weakest part of this. They're really bad. Oh, those are so bad. I can't even look at them. Okay, I'll look at it. Oh god, I can't even. Okay, I can't do it. Oh jeez, they're just awful. So I'm gonna actually probably continue to roll roll 4 Marauder shoulders to try to get an upgrade to these things, which I will just avoid. I just won't even move my mouse over it. But the helm's good, the vest is good, the legs are fine, the gloves are good. So that makes the 6-piece set bonus with my Ring of Grandeur. Now, what I instantly did when I went back there, I've been thinking about this for a while. I've been kind of building up here, right? It's like I know what's going to happen. I just need to get the freaking items, right? And I finally got them, so I have all these ideas that I want to try out. So the first thing that I wanted to try because everyone seems to be basically sticking with their same build, just throwing the Sentry down there and then plowing the rifts, right? I've had this Kridershot for a couple weeks now, and I really wanted to try out the Kridershot with the Sentry build. For those of you that don't know, the 6-piece Marauder set bonus lets your Sentries cast Hatred Spenders. So when you cast a Sentry, they will, number one, they'll shoot their normal arrow, whatever, but they will also shoot whatever Hatred Spenders you have. That's not just one. That's all the Hatred Spenders that you have, right? This is important to note because this is something that they just changed with the Sentry. There is an internal cooldown when it comes to the Hatred Spenders that the Sentry will use. So for instance, if the only Hatred Spender that I had was the Cluster Arrow, it would cast a Cluster Arrow and then like wait another, I don't know, 5 to 7 seconds probably before it casts another one. So it's not like me where I'm going to run up to a monster pack and go boom, 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 just like dump all my hatred, right? But it's actually going to cast it, wait a little bit, cast it again, wait a little bit, cast it. So there's a little weird thing about the Sentry though. If you have multiple Hatred Spenders, it will cast it back to back. So if you have an Elemental Arrow like I do, as well as a Cluster Arrow like I do, it'll cast a Cluster Arrow, then it will cast an Elemental Arrow, then it will cast probably one shot. Excuse me. It'll cast one shot and then another Cluster Arrow, then an Elemental Arrow. So like it fills in that space with another with another Hatred Spender. So kind of a cool thing to know. So with that in mind, I thought to myself, that's perfect. If I use a Kridershot, that gives me basically 2 Hatred Spenders that I want to myself be using, and then my Sentries can use them as well. So a lot of people are, like I was saying, just continuing to use like maybe multi-shot and then Cluster Arrow, which is totally cool. It's totally good. There's not a single thing wrong with that, but I thought it was exciting since I had a Kridershot to try this build out. And how cool would that be to have Sentries just shooting off Elemental Arrows too? Anyways, tried a couple different things out, and I'm using, this is going to sound weird, just bear with me here. We got Elemental Arrow with Frost Arrow, and then we have the Cluster Arrow with Loaded for Bear. I can't say no to Loaded for Bear. It's too freaking good, even on the Sentries. And with the elemental arrow, the fire one I just don't like. It's like counter to the cluster arrow, because like I'll shoot like a fearing elemental arrow at the monster pack. Some of them will like run away, and then it will cast a cluster arrow. Like that doesn't work well together. So that just doesn't. I don't know. And Frost Arrow is really good. Like 330% weapon damage. That on its own, forget the elemental type, that's still good damage, right? Multi-shot is just, I think, a little bit higher than that. But anyways, that's what I'm using right now. You'll see me use it in just a little bit. I'm using Smokescreen. Another thing that I tried to do that I talked about before, what I'm really excited about doing is looking at a build with 4-piece Natalia set and a 6-piece Marauder set. I tried that right off the bat. It's pretty cool, but then I wanted to try this out, and I was really happy with this, so I have not gone back to continue trying out the 4-piece Natalia set. I will do that tonight, though, so stop by the stream if you want to check it out. And then, of course, the Sentry, I'm just using Spitfire Turret because it turns the damage into fire and stuff like that, I guess. And, of course, Wolf Companion, or the Companion for the Marauder set. And I just changed to Tumble. When it comes to Torment 6, which I now have started to step into, it's kind of important that you can really move out of the way when you need to, because the damage is just so extreme. So I loaded up my toughness. I'm up to 14,939,000 damage. I got a Stone of Jordan on. I got. I'm still using these just because I have not replaced them with like some Reaper's Wraps or something good like that. I don't think Reaper's Wraps are going to be the best things for this, since I'm actually using Elemental Arrow, and that's actually pretty decent too. But I'm going to be experimenting with that. And then I'm actually still using the S of Johann with the fire skills, just because it is amazing. Amazing. I love the S of Johann. Anyways, wow, I've rambled on way too much. Let's watch me die. So all this build-up at how awesome the 6-piece bonus is, and I'm going to enter this thing, and I'm probably going to get clobbered. So I'm going to try to focus here, okay? Otherwise, that would be very embarrassing. All right, so basically, the name of the game is you run up, you cast your Sentry, and then you just blow everything up. Look at that S of Johann. Man, that thing is awesome. Love that thing. This is going to take a lot of focus, because these guys are still definitely harder than Torment 5 by a long shot. By a long shot. That's actually one of the reasons that I did end up switching away from the Natalia's set piece pretty early on. Like, I ran through part of a rift with the Natalia's 4-piece bonus, and then I changed, mostly because I was still kind of struggling with the elites, and so I really wanted that extra elite damage. So you can see, like, one of the really big benefits to using the elemental arrow is it actually gives me like a really nice anytime skill to use. It allows me to basically proceed through this stuff without being super concerned with hold up, without being super concerned with my resources, because I basically always have something to do. Oh no, let me out of here, get me out of here. I don't want to stay in here. You can't keep me in here if I don't want to be here. Look at that. My thing is shooting through there. That's kind of cool. So anyways, as you can see, like, it's not smooth at all. Like, I'm still adapting to this. It is a different sort of setup. Oh, I guess I had champion packs in here too. Maybe. Unless I saw that wrong. Like, it's still, like, not the easiest thing in the world, which is good, because if it was super easy at the highest difficulty, just because you got one item, that would kind of be dumb. But, as you can see, it's not the easiest thing in the world, and I'm still kind of getting used to this stuff. But I think it's going to get better. Like, it took me a little while to get used to the whole multi-shot thing, and then once I did, it was super smooth, and then suddenly Torment 5 became, like, really quite easy to do. But the really nice thing about these Sentries is it makes Torment 6, which is, I don't care what your gear is, it's still really freaking dangerous. Like, you will get one shot, seriously. Even if you have, like, really good gear. Maybe not one shot, but you will get wrecked. You will die in Torment 6. Like, I just died. And, like, you will die, even if you have, like, really good gear and stuff. But it makes it a little bit safer. A little bit safer, because you're still doing damage while you're, like, acting all defensive and stuff like that. So, but yeah. I was actually really pleased because the first couple of rifts that I did with this build and with the Marauder 6-piece, I like didn't even die throughout the whole thing, except for one of them on the Rift Guardian, which is still actually like the biggest weakness, just because it takes so long to do the Rift Guardian. But so I was actually doing really surprisingly well. Well enough that I'm going to continue to hang out here in Torment 6. So basically the name of the game for me too is unload that hatred, and instead of doing what I normally would do, which was start work on like restoring hatred with like multi-shot and stuff like that, or like preparation, I just go into elemental arrow mode, because it's actually, it does a decent amount of damage, you know? But yeah, still the main thing to look out for is, man, Torment 6, they still put out a ridiculous amount of damage with these guys, so it ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. But it certainly is a lot more doable than it was without the sentries. And that's the part that is the most exciting, I think. And then, like, the other thing that is going to take a little bit of time to get used to is, you know, like the timing, timing on the sentries and placement, like where I should be putting them, always, or like getting used to always casting the sentries maybe like a step ahead so that I can use them for longer even after I move. Look at that S of Johann. Yeah, dang, that thing is so good. That is definitely my favorite amulet. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, this is gonna get exciting. Close quarters, close quarters. Luckily, I don't have to be in those close quarters. I'll just send my sentries in there, right? Alright, I'm just gonna... Now, I'm using custom engineering as well as this Bombardier's rucksack, so I can actually have 5 sentries out. Look at that. They just did all the work. Thank you, guys. Thank you, sentries are the best. So, alright, so the next packs that I find, I'm actually just gonna try to use the sentry just for all the damage. So I can show you guys kind of how good it is. Look at their health in there. That's like just the sentries and my pets. I mean, they're normal mobs, granted. Oh boy, here we go. So let's do this then. Let's do just the sentries for this whole champion pack. Oh, I'll use my companions here too. And like they're seriously just putting them away, man. Awesome, awesome. All right, now the other thing I need to get used to is knowing once I've cast 5 of them that I can stop for a while, especially with custom engineering. Like, they last a while. All right, hey, I get a legendary hand crossbow, and I did nothing. I cast sentries and like the companion buff once. That's another. Oh man, I get Danetta's all day long, all day long. I'm sorry to everyone who needs the Danetta's spite or Danetta's revenge. I get tons of them, and I just throw them away. It's really quite sad. But yeah, so you guys saw right there just how good they actually are. I mean, they're casting your spells, man, and your spells are freaking awesome when you're using Loaded for Bear and Elemental Arrow. Now, one downside, I would be using Cull the Weak with Frost Arrow. However, it's bugged right now, and the sentries do not benefit from Cull the Weak at this time. That's a big bug that I think is going to make this build even better. All right, here, let's try to use just the cluster, or just the sentries here again. I'm just staying, I'm like not even in the room. It's like, go kill him, go kill him. Oh shoot, I messed that one up. Still kind of shooting him. Oh no. Kill him, you guys. Oh jeez. Oh boy, he's a big boy. He's a big boy. Alright. Now, still keep in mind, like, I have, like, so far from awesome gear, or, like, the best gear. Like, there are people with tons better gear than me. And so there's still a long ways to go. There's a lot more power to get out of this than just what I've already gotten. And I'm really looking forward to that, too, because that means I still have upgrades to get. I still have stuff to do, basically. And that's important, because now that I have the set, I don't want to be done with my Demon Hunter. Like, once you get the set, you want to be able to be like, alright, now I want to play my Demon Hunter even more, right? Oh man, look at that S of Johan. That's nuts. Love that. And those chickens. I tell you what, those chickens. Love that stuff. I think we have 2 packs in here, actually. And like, it's relatively low stress for the Demon Hunter. You know, just run around in circles, right? Or vault. Get him, guys, get him. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Unless you got ghosts, because they have a ridiculous range and do a ton of damage, so. Oh, and Thunderstorm, you jerks. Pretty sure I've cast like 10 sentries now, which is completely unnecessary. So yeah, I mean, seriously, how easy is that? I mean, like, it's Torment 6. It's easy. It takes a little bit of time because I don't have like super awesome, the best damage ever. But it's clearly pretty easy, or pretty effective. So the other build that I'm actually going to be working on then too is going to be my Natalia's 4-piece, Marauder's 6-piece build with Rain of Vengeance. Now, ideally it would be lightning, because I love the shade runes so much on Rain of Vengeance, but I just don't think that's going to cut it. I did actually already try to do like a quick lightning build, and it's not bad. You know, like, you have like almost perma stuns on stuff, because for the elemental arrow you use the one that stuns them, and then you use shooting stars for the cluster arrow. So your sentries are stunning, you're stunning. There's just stuns for everyone, right? So that is kind of cool, but the damage is definitely not near as good. Not even as like doing this frost arrow thing. Just because, like, the main downside to the elemental arrows besides frost arrow is frost arrow spreads damage like almost in a multi-shot sort of, oh shoot, almost in a multi-shot sort of way, right? And like, I think that's actually what makes it so good. It's not just the cold damage or anything like that. Like, I don't have any plus cold skill items, but the big thing that it does is it spreads damage out. The other elemental arrows, like, they all pierce, and that's all cool. However, they just travel in a straight line, and that's it. And so the frost arrow, you see, it's like I don't have to hit, or I don't have to like line them up. It's still hitting the other ones there, you see? But yeah, so I think that's why I think the frost arrow is still really good, even though I'm not using cold elements, or cold plus cold skills. What a channeling pylon. All right, let's do it. Oh boy, oh boy. We got like super speed sentries here. I can just like drop them down really quick with the channeling pylon. Pretty sure I've dropped 5 of them by now. At least that, right? The other thing that I'm going to try to do, I have a couple items already with cooldown reduction. I think that's actually not too bad. It's going to allow me to use my companion buffs a lot more, which are going to boost up my sentries, and it's going to allow me to drop more sentries quicker. So the build is far from set, obviously. I think one of the things that I'm most excited about too is just trying out the other elements. I already started to kind of play with lightning, as I had explained, but I had not really settled on it, on like a certain build or anything like that. I really did not go very far into it. So, all right. So now you guys are gonna see the most challenging part of Torment 6 for me right now, the Rift Guardian. takes forever. Like, once I get 5 sentries up, like, he goes down, but, man, compared to Torment 5, I was, like, kind of plowing through the Torment 5 one, and the Torment 6 is... ugh. Has a lot more hit points, that's for sure. So the other thing that I think that you can't really understate, or that someone, let me rephrase that. The thing that I think is understated about the Frost Arrow is the slow. And look, we are, hey, a legendary. That's 2 legendaries so far. What is it? What is it? It's a Leoric Signet, I think. The thing about the Frost Arrow is we are in Torment 6. These guys do hit really, really freaking hard. Yeah, that's not too bad a one. They hit really hard, and so if I can keep them slowed and lower the chance that they're going to come hit me, that's awesome. So that's another little benefit on the Frost Arrow that you don't get on the other ones. Okay, we are coming up on... ooh, oh, it's a speed one. Darn it, why couldn't you be a conduit? Why couldn't you be a conduit, Shrine? Or Pylon? So what I haven't actually tried is I haven't tried to go through like Torment 4. I have a feeling Torment 4, if stuff doesn't die too quickly, I think Torment 4 is going to be super easy farmable. It was really, really easily farmable solo before, so I think it's going to be even better now. I think Torment 5 is probably going to be my farm difficulty. I've really, in all honesty, just been doing Torment 6 right now just to make sure that I could do it, and to help find the good build. I mean, like, the best way that I've found to actually, like, find a build that's going to work out well for you is to go into a really, really challenging difficulty, like Torment 6. And you very quickly find out what skills are good, what's, oh, great. What skills, oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here we go. Here we go. We got elites. We got the Rift Guardian. We got Pain incoming. We got possibly some Rip incoming. Ah, my nemesis! He's the Butcher! He's my nemesis. If you guys have not watched my Hardcore Death video on YouTube yet, check out my videos. It's an older one. It was my prize Demon Hunter died just after they added like Paragon levels and stuff, and died to the Butcher, the SOB. It was a very, very, very painful experience for me. Alright, so like you see how slow he's going down there? Oh, I suppose I can use Cluster Arrow, that might help, huh? It just takes a while. I mean, the dude's got a ridiculous amount of hit points. Holy crap, that hurt. Alright, so I think one thing that I'm going to be working on here, I may even do a video on it, is the followers. My Enchantress spends way too much time dead. And so I need to... holy crap, that thing hits hard. I got like 14 million toughness and 473,000 life. That thing wrecks. God damn it. Alright. Right after I got done talking up about how much that thing wrecked, guess what just wrecked me? The problem with that one is, I don't know if he really has like a very significant tell when he's about to do that. I suppose I just better keep a better range on him. Oh my god, Wallers. Enough with the... oh, wow, that range is huge though. Nah, he's almost dead anyways. He's almost dead. Alright, so there you guys have it. Torment 6. I died once, right? I think once. No, twice. I don't know. Whatever. it was a lot easier than it ever has been, thanks to the sentries. Definitely thanks to the sentries. So that is the Marauders 6-piece for you. Stop by the stream to check out some more. I'll be continuing to mess with builds and stuff like that. Stop by and give me some ideas too. I'm more than willing to try out different stuff. I've been kind of starting to save up some different elemental type items so I can be trying this stuff as soon as I got this 6-piece bonus. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and be sure to subscribe and thumbs up if you liked the video, and stop by the stream, twitch.tv/IamTheMatrix. Thanks.